Hi everyone. It's me, Elna. Sorry I'm running late. I had some tech problems getting this all up and running, so hopefully you can hear me. Let me know if you can see me and hear me so I can start on day 2 of the traffic tips to help you grow your blog. All right, so I have a dentist appointment coming soon, so this is going to be a sort of quick Facebook Live. And I'm so sorry about that, coming in earlier and doing this really quick. I didn't mean to, but I've been super busy. This week is the last week before school, so for some reason I decided to do everything for my business on this week, and everything to get the kids ready for school is happening right now. I'm really focusing on working on the eating schedule to match the school schedule, and that's just not working at this moment right now. So when they're supposed to have breakfast at 7, they're having breakfast at 8, and yada yada yada. So I'm getting there. I'm getting there. All right. So for today's traffic tips, we're going to talk about how you can get unstuck from whatever you're feeling. I mentioned in yesterday's Facebook Live that over the summer there was a period of a couple weeks that I was just really a Debbie Downer, and it all started because of what was going on in my family life. My daughter was severely sick. She had to go to the hospital, spend 3 days there. And I was just sort of in that world of like caring for my twins and not feeling guilty, but I was just shocked by all of that. And then a few weeks later, my son got stung by some wasps 3 times, and it wasn't under my watch. So I had some issues there. And then in the blogging world, I mean, I was a mess. I was working on my own blog, but I was hearing stories from other bloggers, and it didn't make me feel good. So I had to find a way to just snap out of that. And I'm sure you guys can relate. There's the whole, there's other bloggers that are doing better than you, and they're in the same niche. What are they doing that is working for them, but it's not working for me? And you have these thoughts, and it can really hurt your blogging career. And I've been doing this for many years, and I've learned how to shut that social noise, but every now and then there's going to be something that's going to come into my head and play mind games with me. So if you can relate, just let me know. So let's talk about what that looks like. When you start a blog, I have a feeling you're going to focus on the wrong things. And that might be having that right logo, having the right colors or the right pins. It's also easy to focus on the negative, like I said, of blogging, that no one is reading your blog post, that no one is sharing your blog post, no one is clicking to your affiliate links, and you don't know what you're doing because you're promoting it on Pinterest and on Facebook. And you're just hunting for these answers. So what do? You sign up for free webinars, you read an ebook, you take a Pinterest course or an SEO course or a course on social media marketing. You try to find the answers, and it's not resonating with you. I mean, I can completely understand. So I want you to stop those negative thoughts. The first step to growing your blog traffic is to have this like dead on focus. And it could take trial and error to get to that. I mean, this is not my first blog. Twins Mommy is not my first blog. So I had to learn over time what I needed to focus on as a new blogger. And I want to make that journey shorter for you. I want you to succeed with your first blog, okay? Not with your third blog. So, and the first thing is to stop listening to what you hear online as far as income reports and the huge blog traffic growth and all the things. Those can be inspiring for sure, and I have those posts on my blog. But after a while, it can play mind games with you. I've written, I think, 2 times on my blog about how I feel about that. And I have to learn to shut that noise. I mean, it could be a detriment to your growth. So, and when you feel like that you're overwhelmed and You're going to spiral into self-pity and all that. So what do you need to focus on instead? What for any blogger are the pivotal things you need to start working on in the beginning of your blog? And I feel like the first year of blogging is that foundation setting for your blog. You need at least a good 6 to 12 months to build that foundation. And you need to know that ahead of time. I don't want you to think that you can get traffic quick, rich quick, or whatever. It could be a fluke. There are viral pins that take off very quickly in the first couple months of blogging. There is some kind of, and that pin could have affiliate links, and then you can start making money quickly. There are stories like that. But again, I don't want you listening to those stories, right? Because they're not relevant to you. I've never had a viral pin on Twins Mommy. Never. Smart Mom Ideas had one, but I wasn't the owner of that blog when it had a viral pin. And Imperfectly Perfect Mama had like mini viral pins, but again, I wasn't focused on that because I know that writing those viral pins is a lot of work, and it may not work in the long run. I know that the tried and true strategies to grow your blog traffic, and it has nothing to do with the viral pins and little hacks like that, or, using Instagram stories or getting on to the latest social media channel, which is like Snapchat or something. No, what you need is content and connections. So for this lesson, this free lesson, let's go into creating that content and having those connections online, the right type of connections. If you hear it, just say hi. This is, again, it's earlier and I'm only going to be here for a few minutes. I have a dentist appointment today, and then I'm going to get my daughter's haircut. And yeah, it's a busy day today. All right, so what I strongly feel as the foundational elements of your blog is the content that you have. Those will sort of be like the groundwork that you lay on your blog, and then the connections will be the beams and stuff to connect your blog together to make it a whole blog. So you can think of like building a house in that respect. And if you want good solid flooring in your house, you want good solid content on your blog. That's what will drive the traffic. That's what will get people to notice you and link to you. And that's important for Google to get those signals from other blogs saying, look, I'm linking to this blog because it's an amazing blog. It has good resources. And Google will take notice. And they'll definitely take notice when a big blog links to you. And it can happen. It's happened to many other mom bloggers. It's happened to me, and it can happen to you for sure. I've had the Penny Hoarder feature me. I've recently had Entrepreneur feature me. Neil Patel has featured me. So it's possible. And a lot of it goes into the content that you create. So I know a lot of you are struggling with finding the right type of content for your audience. Ask your questions over here. I can quickly answer them. But the basis of that is helpful content. So in the last lesson, we talked a little bit about that WIIFM factor. And this sort of builds on that as far as the right blog posts to have. So any blog can have a series of blog posts. You can have a list post. List posts could be income generating, and they can be traffic generating posts. Oh, hey, Shannon. Oh, yeah, you have to go. You have haircuts too? Yeah, mine are getting a haircut later in the schedule. So good luck. So list posts, like I said, are great posts to have. You can incorporate list posts every month in your blog. And that's what I did for Twins Mommy. My first list post was something like 22 freelance services stay-at-home moms can start doing. That took off. Pinterest really liked that post, or that pin that I created. So you can create a list post and feature other blogs, other tools, other services, other products. Those are great blog post to have on your blog. And you can have any blog, a lifestyle blog, a homeschool blog, a food blog, a mommy blog, any kind of blog can support a list type of post. Another big type of post you can have is a how-to post. How-to posts do fabulous on social media, and people are wanting to learn how to do certain things. Hey, Mallory, thanks for coming. Yeah, this is like super early for me, so I'm just like waking up actually. But yeah, so having those how-to types of content on your blog is important. One of the things for Imperfectly Perfect Mama, when I want guest bloggers to write about, are a lot of how-to pieces of content. You know, how to breastfeed as a new mom, how to prepare for a baby, things like that, because moms and other people are searching for that type of content. So if you can incorporate list posts and then how-to posts, you'll start getting traffic quickly. And then the next part to that is keeping them. So having that email list is another focus to have when you're a new blogger. You don't have to do it right away. You can do it in the first 3 months. You can build in the first 3 months those big types of posts, and then you can officially launch 3 months later with an email list and free guides and stuff like that when you have those posts ready, right? I always, I'm learning that you can start your blog and you can have like a quick, hi, welcome to my blog type of post, like a quick post, just to have content on your blog, but then wait, build up that content, build up those posts, and then officially launch 3 months later with an email list attached to that. That's what I feel like. I haven't done that with I sort of did that with Imperfectly Perfect Mama, and that seemed to help me grow my traffic a lot. So that's a strategy that you can use. But anyways, as far as the type of content that will bring clicks are the how-to, the list posts, and then I feel like your personal stories can draw a reader in, but also make sure that that personal story offers tips and helps for that reader. I know on Perfectly Perfect Mama there are some like motherly stories that are heartbreaking, but they can speak to a person, another mom out there. So if you can write those sort of personal stories, but then offer your insights and tips to help other moms, those can take off on Pinterest or even on Facebook. Facebook seems to have a better platform for those types of content. So those are easy types of posts that you can incorporate into your strategy as a new blogger. My course, Ready, Set, Block for Traffic, has even other posts that you can write, an income generating post as well, to have that foundation on your blog. Now, as far as going with the connections, again, I harped on that yesterday with the guest posting, and today it's more of connecting with influencers. Start following other bloggers on Twitter, on Facebook, join their Facebook groups, join their email list, things like that to get to know them. And then you can start connecting with them. You can email them, ask them questions, things like that. If they're doing a Facebook Live, you can ask questions. I mean, that will help establish that connection with that new blogger or new influencer that you want to get closer with, right? There are a lot of bloggers in my Mom to Mompreneur group, but I only know a handful of them because I've connected with them on a personal level. So that's important, and it'll help you grow your blog quicker that way, because then when that blogger is doing a roundup post or a list post, they'll think of your blog first and they'll feature you, or they'll think of your Facebook group first and then they'll feature you. All right. So that's something to think about, and that will help you. You can't blog alone. You need blogger friends with you. All right. So those are my two main tips for today, is creating that strong flagship type of content, and then establishing those connections over time in that first year of blogging. If you've noticed, I don't talk about SEO in that first year. I feel like the best strategy is to incorporate SEO after a year. But I know there's a lot of bloggers that want to do that quickly, like within the first 3 to 6 months. So my new updated course has lessons on that as well. So, to help you if you want to get started a bit quicker. But I found that the best strategy is just to let your content settle, and then you can incorporate SEO after. All right, you guys, have a good morning. And if you have any questions later on, just post them in the video and I'll get to them later. All right, bye.